for get started right now, but I agree. Hey, what's up, guys? It is Drafters Monday over here at the 5-Pack. So we brought this up when we did our public video for DraftKings today, guys. For those of you, again, I realize a lot of people have just bowed out of NBA DFS at all right now. The player pools are smaller and everything like that. I understand. But if you want to get some skin in the game, and if you're like us, I just love watching the NBA, like play on Drafters. You don't have to worry as much about the late scratches. Like you might have one guy. Like we had a contest last week, I know, where we did it on video, and I lost John Wall and Porzingis, but you replace them, and if you're busy, they replace them with the next best available projected guy for you, which is kind of nice because those things can happen.
Amen to that. I completely agree with you. I am excited to get one here in a couple minutes and then potentially play a bigger one later.
Oh, yeah, guys. So we're going to be playing, Matt and I. Some of you guys have watched these before. If you haven't, we're going to create a contest. And we're going to play with 4 of our customers that we play with a bunch. We'd love to get a bigger player pool. Promo code to sign up is DFS 5-Pack, but whether you signed up through us or you just signed up, however, there's a Facebook link below, a link to a Facebook group that we have, which is just for Drafters players. Please join it. And that way, when we put out these invites for who wants to play, you can be a part of it.
Yes, sir.
You don't need to pay for anything. You don't even need to sign up for us. Just if you play on Drafters or want to, sign up and let us know so we can get your screen name and get you on our friends list and everything like that. So we're going to do a $10 buy-in, 6 people. So we're going to do 2 winners. It goes about 3/4 of it to the top guy, and then second place gets 30%.
Yep.
All right, and we're going to customize our roster positions. I'm thinking today we do one of each of the main positions because we got 6 of us. And then we'll do a flex and a guard and a forward.
Sure, that sounds good to me for 6.
You can go deeper. We love to get deep with it, but all right, now I need to invite some friends, which will be Bellman, Mr. Casey, Captain Sakura, who's here all the time. And where else are we at? Huggy Bear. If you get on this friends list, guys, you can come play with us too. You can come on these videos with us if you want to.
I have a feeling I know who you'd take if you have the first pick.
Yeah, obviously it's Raul Neto.
Yeah.
What else do I need? I need Daniel Allen. That should be it. I mean, who would you pick number 1 overall?
It's got to be Giannis.
Yeah, I agree. To be honest, it's Giannis.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's like, the number 1 pick is such an advantage, but it's Giannis if you get number 1.
I agree. For me, I always like getting him on my lineup too, just so I can play with him as well, which is always kind of nice.
For sure.
Or watch him play is what I meant to say.
Get that. So we're missing 2 people.
Yeah, they'll be here. Might be busy during the day doing real life stuff. Who knows, right?
What does that mean?
I don't know. This is real life stuff for us.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Well, I wasn't saying anything. I was just drinking my energy drink to get a little extra energy.
Okay, fair enough. You're going to need it to beat me in this draft, so I get where you're coming from there.
Yeah, I was looking through my my wins and loss record on here. It just seemed to be streaky. Like I've had a bunch of losses recently. I was happy to get second place in the most recent one we did because it had been more losses than wins. But then I went back before that, it was like all wins. And it just reminded me of the ups and downs of the DFS and like gambling world. Like when you're winning all the time, you just think you're so awesome. And then when you're losing more consistently, it's like, man, this is a really hard game.
It's so easy when you're winning, all the time. And it's such a struggle when you're not. Yes, no doubt about it.
Every time you get on a longer winning streak too, you've definitely convinced yourself in your mind that like you've beaten the system and you're that good and nobody can stop you. And ultimately, there's a lot of luck that goes into any given slate.
Oh, hell yes.
Still missing one guy. He might be finishing up with a client right now, but I will invite him again just in case. All right. While we're waiting, No real major news, right? We found out that Serge is still questionable. Austin Rivers isn't going to play today. I guess the big news that we found out this afternoon is DeRozan's out, which I think that was our initial guess, which, just strengthens the likes of the Murrays. I still think Keldon Johnson's going to get way too much love today.
Agreed, but yeah, we kind of figured that when we made our only members only video. So, it's the bigger news, but it's not unexpected news at all.
No, not in the slightest. Where do you think Aldridge ends up?
Where do I think Aldridge ends up? Who are the teams rumored?
I haven't heard much about him. I'm kind of surprised Cousins hasn't landed on the team. You kind of mentioned that maybe he wouldn't end up anywhere. I thought somebody'd pick up Cousins, but he's still floating around there too.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with Aldridge. I'm sure Aldridge will end up somewhere, but honestly, I have no idea where. He doesn't seem like a guy that's a great fit anywhere.
No, he's kind of a stretch for-ish. Doesn't play great defense.
Yeah, he's kind of a stretch for-ish, except he doesn't play defense, and he also isn't a great 3-point shooter. I don't know. His game was definitely built for 10, 15 years ago.
No doubt about it. His rookie year, right?
Yeah. The long twos used to be his game.
Yes, it was. So I'm going to wait 30 more seconds, and if we don't hear back from Daniel, who might be busy with a customer right now or a client, then I'm just going to invite everybody and hopefully we can get this bad boy filled.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, only because we're making a video and stuff, especially.
Exactly. I'm kind of running out of stuff to talk about. I don't know. Sign up for a membership, 3-for-1 on day passes today, guys. Buy a day pass, and you get today, Tuesday, and Wednesday on the house. I'm starting to get fired up for baseball season because I know a lot of DFS players are worn out from the basketball season. It's very labor intensive, and not that baseball isn't, but nothing's like NBA.
No, nothing's like NBA. Nothing at all.
All right. Well, it's that time of the day. Invite everyone. See what sticks.
Someone will come.
Hopefully. Come, baby, come. So you were just saying that Baltimore Ravens just made a trade for DJ Chark. So you got Chark, Andrews, Malcolm, Hollywood Brown. Marquise, not Malcolm Brown.
Yeah.
Should be a little bit more of a potent offense.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think it's I'm seeing it all over Twitter. I don't know if it's official yet, but TJ Chark for Orlando Brown, basically. And man, it's the best receiver I can remember Baltimore having in a while.
Since Anquan Bolden?
That's literally who I was going to say. And yeah, I mean, Chark could be a legit number one.
I get that.
I don't think he's an elite number one, but I think he's a number one.
He's not Devontae Adams, but he's pretty good.
Who would you rather have, Chark or Calvin Ridley?
Ridley.
Yeah, I would too. But I think they're kind of on the same tier.
Fair enough. I was happy to see my boys re-sign Aaron Jones this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't break the bank. Kind of means, you got to figure Jamal Williams will be elsewhere, but
yes,
I mean, it's okay. Yeah, Jones is good. I mean, he's really good.
Well, him and AJ Dillon complement each other very well too, because they're literally polar opposites. I think you're going to see AJ Dillon with a lot more of the first and second down work, and then Aaron Jones will definitely be your third down wide receiver, used a little bit more in the passing game. And then obviously he'll still get his 15 carries probably per game, but I think it'll be kind of split between him and Dillon.
Yeah, I mean, I have a feeling Aaron Rodgers really likes Aaron Jones. That's a big reason
why that
got done. So, yeah, I mean, do you still think the the Packers, need to add another receiver? Has been kind of the thought for the past few years.
No, not really. I don't understand how anybody I was actually listening to Greg Jennings and Brandon Marshall talk about that today. And I was like, all this is you guys overestimating or overvaluing the need for your position. I'm sorry. The Green Bay Packers don't need another wide receiver. Could we use one? Of course, everybody could use more. Offense wasn't the problem. We could use some defensive firepower. Where the offense was fine. We put on more points on Tampa than anybody else did in the playoffs last year. And that was without the best left tackle or one of the best left tackles in the game, which was the real issue. So I would like another receiver, but I don't think we need one. I think we need some defensive help.
Yeah, I think a lot of that comes down to making Aaron Rodgers happy, which there is no argument for that, in my opinion.
I mean, what based on the Green Bay Packers season last year makes people think that like the offense was the issue?
I don't know if that's it. I mean, I think it's more just like that he's never, he's never thrown a pass to a number one receiver or something like that. Like Tavon Austin was the first one.
I was just saying, what are you talking about, bro? We got Tavon Austin all over the place this year.
Yeah, right. So, I mean, I don't know. Any thoughts to making this oh, there we go.
There we go. It's filled now. I was just going to say we have to completely redo it, which is kind of the
Yeah,
annoying part.
you
But
knew
we're
where I
here
was.
now.
And
Number one pick.
And he ended up joining it.
Yes. He probably just got busy with the client. I understand how that works. I think we both do. But we're glad to have it. We're going to get rolling here to get my number one pick, so I get to draft my boy. Honestly, I don't think it's that close. I'm not saying he's going to be the best player today. I just think he's obviously the best player as far as like a pre-evaluation.
I agree. Like, it's not like a lock. It's not like Garrett Cole versus like some scrubs.
Yeah.
Like in drafting, he's the first pick.
Yeah, exactly. Am I going to be shocked at the end of the day if James Harden outscores him? No, of course not. James Harden, he's pretty good. If
Like,
Jokic gets him, I understand it.
I would take the field over Giannis, his highest score on the slate.
Of course.
I mean, like any day.
But I would also, I think like picking Giannis is pretty easy, but yeah, I mean, it's difficult to never take the field when you got a Jokic, LeBron, Harden, Doncic right below him.
Well, I think it says it all. Like, he's projected 3 more points than anyone else.
There you go. We'll get this bad boy started, guys. Again, the name of the website is Drafters. It's fun. And if you are just getting burnt out by all the late changes and you want some skin in the game, there are plenty of days recently where I got more money on Drafters than I do on DraftKings just because it's easier to do that. You don't have to make as many late changes because there's a lot of opportunities you won't even have any of your guys be out.
Agreed.
All right. Well, best of luck to you. Not really, because I want to win, but still, in the spirit of competition, good luck getting second place.
I like my 5th pick because I think there's a drop off after 5.
Giannis, Jokic. Oh, I'm only on power forwards, so yeah, that makes sense. Drop off after 5. It depends what you think of Westbrook, right?
Right. I mean, and there's still good players after that too.
Yeah, I like having the number one pick because I'm going to watch the Bucks game tonight, and I like having my guy, but I don't think you're in a bad spot anywhere you pick today, which is a good thing.
Agreed.
For the spirit of competition.
Is there any thought for you to take Westbrook over Luka?
Yeah, absolutely.
What's
that?
There's not really for me. Only if Luka was on the second half of a back-to-back.
I mean, you got an embarrassed Clippers team, which they don't always do it.
Oh.
I could see them playing really well today, but they don't always act that way.
Well, thank God, because the guy I would have taken probably second, maybe third, is still there. So give me James Harden.
Yeah.
Now, I was just going to say, now all of a sudden, I really like where I'm picking.
Yeah, I mean, agreed. I probably would have taken Harden.
I might have taken Harden second, honestly. Like, there's a strong possibility I would have taken Harden second. All right. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, I'm definitely, especially because I just took Harden. I'll back that up with Julius Randle. I'll take him as my center.
I get that. I thought about doing center with Giannis, but
it's tough when you're picking first. You don't really know at that point. Like, I'm just looking at it, and I don't really like the centers tonight.
Yeah. I'm hoping somebody goes off script here because I like the top 3 guys. Well, top 2 now because Fox is one of them. Better than the next guy below that.
Yeah, I don't hate Kyrie in something like this, though. He's kind of boomer bust, in my opinion.
I like Beal and Sabonis. For me, there is a drop off after, and I think Beal's going to go next.
Probably.
And I'm going to take Kawhi, but there is definitely a part of that makes me nervous.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a bad pick at all.
Oh, we're back. All right. Yeah, I was afraid of that. All right. Coming off an embarrassing loss yesterday, Kawhi Leonard. Oh boy. Kyrie. You know what? I'll just take Kyrie.
Okay.
I thought about a couple guys lower than that, but ultimately I might be able to get them on the swing back.
Oh yeah, if you think that, then you definitely should have taken Kyrie because there's no. I mean, Kyrie would have been gone in the next couple picks.
Also, Knicks have not been as impressive to me post All-Star break with their defense, and I'm hoping that kind of piggybacks into today.
Makes me feel good about Harden.
You know what though? I like LaMelo Ball right there. That was a good pick. I like that better than Kyrie.
I slightly prefer Kyrie, but I get the LaMelo Ball love. Wow, that's early for Holmes.
I know I like Holmes a lot today, but
There's
it's one of
no
those
way.
things like I don't want to reach that early for him when.
There's no way I could take him over Paul George or Middleton.
Yeah, I get that.
I like Holmes
Jeremy
too.
Grant.
I don't know. I mean, I don't hate the Holmes pick just because center's so weak. I guess.
Yeah, I expect him to have a game tonight too. I just like him better on DK because of his price than I do on a wraparound draft like this.
I agree. I am going to take Middleton.
Solid play.
Yeah, I like him here. I mean, at this point in the draft, I feel like it's a nice pick for me. Deontay Murray, okay.
That's who I thought about taking instead of Kyrie. But then at the end of the day, it's like it's still Kyrie. I know the spot's a lot better for Murray, but it's still Kyrie Irving, who, as much as I like Dejounte Murray, Kyrie's better.
Agreed. Like, there's no way I could take him over uh, Kyrie personally. And I am going to take a guy that you probably were looking at too. I need a point guard. Goes well with my Middleton pick. Give me Drew Holiday.
I was not looking at him yet, but I would have been. I don't think I would have gotten him because I think I would have skipped him this time around, maybe. But I wanted to. I don't know. I haven't looked that far down yet, actually.
I
Booker.
guarantee you, Huggy Bear would have taken him. Like at
Sure.
least if not this way back.
Yeah, you're right about that.
So I don't know. I mean, especially not having Giannis, I like having the Middleton Holiday combo. You think I reached for him?
I think you may have reached for him for where he would have gone. I don't think you necessarily reached for him for production.
Fair enough.
So Draymond Green, excellent pick.
Oh,
Who is that?
Huggy Bear.
Classic. We're gonna stop inviting him in here just to take our picks.
Seriously, man, I would have taken Draymond over even Drew Holiday. Sometimes it just like goes over you, you know?
Amen. All right. It is so good to see Karis LeVert's name back up there. I just like this guy as a player. I know we both started really digging on him last year, and to watch him go through close to a tragedy like that, but to come back this year playing already, it's just nice to see him back.
Yeah, it really is. No doubt about that.
Happy for the young man.
Same. Jeremy Grant fell.
Yeah, I'm fine taking him in round 5.
I agree.
You know how DFS works. I don't really like my team right now, which means I'm probably going to have a good one.
I like my team a lot, but I feel like I probably would have been better off waiting on Holiday. But it's okay. I mean,
Well, you're right, though. I feel like Huggy Bear definitely might have taken him.
yeah, I like the Draymond pick. I don't know. The fact that you said you would maybe think about taking him on the not even that next pick, but on the way back makes me think I took him too early.
Well, it's for me, it's like production-wise, I don't think it's a reach. Where I think it's is like how long can you wait on this guy before other people take him?
I agree, and I think that Huggy Bear would have taken him. So I guess in both purposes, it's not a bad pick. I'm going to take a safe pick here. Give me Harrison Barnes.
I like that game. funny. We got a couple of guys up here right now with Rozier and Jamal Murray who have been real streaky. I mean, it was just a couple of weeks ago when Murray was dropping 50 every single game. Rozier was the man for about 3 straight games. Now these dudes are just sitting here waiting to go. Kuzma.
I respect that pick, obviously.
Absolutely.
Man, Karis LeVert is kind of intriguing here.
I agree.
Okay. I had to take him in my flex, but I took Jamal Murray.
I was going to take him next anyways if he still sat there because I need a shooting guard.
I was really running out of time. Sometimes it's tough. Like you said, you got to think on your feet. I don't really particularly like Jamal Murray today, but I do think he's got the highest upside left on the board, like with Rozier.
For sure. I mean, look at the other guys he's being picked around. Like, I like Kuzma tonight, but, man, if you had to ask me to make a one-on-one bet, Kuzma versus Jamal Murray, I'm going to bet on Jamal Murray every single time.
And it's funny because the past couple of games, Kuzma's been better.
He has been. But I'll take Jamal Murray at the Clippers on a back-to-back versus Kuzma, as long as LeBron's playing. Just, I don't know. I trust Jamal Murray every single time more than I do Kuzma.
That's fair. He's not playing the Clippers, though.
I know. I'm just saying, I was trying to put you in a bad spot, like back-to-back
okay,
in LA.
I got you. Yeah, I mean, listen, I'd take Murray over Kuzma all day as well. It's interesting that's not how that's not how the field saw it, I guess.
God, it did it again.
Yeah, it happens all the time. Should have put LeVert at forward, Rozier at guard.
Well, I had a shooting guard opening, which is why I took LeVert. I should have put Rozier at guard, and then I'd had my flex open, but I just, like some sort of unstoppable moron, didn't even think about it.
And I just did that as well, but mine was because I was running out of time, so I have an excuse.
Looking at the standings a little bit earlier. I love this Eastern Conference right now. Like, it's so tight. Like, we were talking about the Raptors early in the year, how they were so far back, and then they were damn near like the 4 seed. And now with all this COVID stuff, they're back down to out of the playoffs. Meanwhile, everybody was crapping on the Heat. And we both said, just wait, let them have some games together. They'll be back, and here they are. 9-1 over their last 10 games, winners of 4 straight, all the way up to the 4 seed.
You know who still sucks? Orlando.
Yeah, they suck.
They're so bad. All right, both guys that I want for my last 2 picks are still there. First, me PJ Washington.
Yep, good pick. Thought about him.
I really hope Schroeder falls.
Well, I hope he falls and you forget about him.
Well, you still have your boy Neto available, so.
That's true. Neto is out there.
I do think there's like a pretty big drop-off after Schroeder. I don't know. Maybe I'm just delusional there.
Well, like, I don't mind DeLon right there.
Yeah, I was looking at him too.
So I'm kind of hoping he falls to me. Spurs.
Like, on point, like, who would you take, Schroeder or Kuzma for points tonight?
Schroeder.
Same.
I like Kuzma's upside just as much.
Not even like that much higher, though. Like a little bit higher, maybe. But
the thing with me, though, is I just know Schroeder's going to play minutes. Like, there's no doubt about it. And I think Kuzma's going to play minutes. And I like Kuzma a lot tonight. That's why I was 2 feet with you when we brought him up on the DK video. But if you're just asking me if I can start one lineup, God bless it, he took right over me. Like, 100% am I going to go with Dennis Schroeder. All right. I'll jump in with 2 feet with Derek White right here and hope I don't get burnt.
The thing that makes it intriguing about Kuzma is that he's got like 45 fantasy points in the past couple games. And Schroeder, while he has like, upper 30s, 40s. Like he does not get to 45 often at all.
No, no doubt about it, guys. So that's it. That's Drafters, folks. Click the thumbs up button. Go sign up to play on Drafters. Please come and get into our player group. Give me a friend request. Let's play together. Let's have some fun. We'll be on this website the rest of the year. And best of luck to everybody tonight.
Thanks, guys.